Hello everyone and welcome back to another what is this? News, games, reacts, all of that stuff. Yeah, we'll play some Forza Horizon 4, 5, yeah, I misspoke right there. But first, we'll get into the news. What news? Yeah, this is a gaming news channel now. Yeah, I'll have to think away. Yeah, I'll have to edit the bits out now. Yeah, that'll take a while. Yeah, so how about some updates? Let's start with some updates about the channel. Yeah, so I will stop streaming every so often. Yeah, so I'll just stream and then take a break to edit the stream and cut it into videos, and then I'll start the stream again, so you will see a lot less of those. Yeah, and if you don't like it, what can I say? You can let me know in the comments below. Right, we'll see. Yeah, we'll see. Anyway, let's jump into the news. Fallout London is getting an update. Huge update. Its first DLC, Rabbit and Pork. Let's hear about it.
I just finished my first Fallout London playthrough a few days ago, and now they've released the DLC. So I now have even more reason to play this game/mod again. It's the sort of game or mod that you want to play multiple times anyway. It has different endings by the looks of things, different factions.
I just said a few days ago I want to return to this game. Yeah, we might just have to do that at some point this month, hopefully. Yeah, I'll have to think about it. Yeah, find some space in my schedule for it.
That you can join. So this isn't a big problem. It's just amazing timing for me. Looking at the trailer, they've added more than just DLC content.
That's right.
They've added a ton of fixes, ton of new things for you to experience within Fallout London. I mean, I'm not sure if it was just for the trailer, but
oh yeah, that looks nice.
There is now dual wielding. So I'm going to have to do an akimbo character for
oh yeah, same.
Playthrough. Now, yes,
I usually go with power armor, but there is no power armor in this game, so I'll definitely go akimbo. So yeah, apparently you are getting a launcher, huh? That would be nice.
I was actually sent a future roadmap for the Fallout team, and so I'm going to read this out to you in its entirety. What began as an ambitious total conversion mod for Fallout 4 has grown into a full-scale community phenomenon. With the successful launch of Fallout London, we're now taking the next bold steps in our journey as Team Folon, and this press pack is a complete guide, launcher and DLC.
That's nice.
Thrilled to announce the release of Rabbit and Pork, the first official DLC update. I don't even know why it's called that, and I love the name already. This major update doesn't just add new content, it reshapes parts of the game based on your feedback and fixes thousands of issues identified since launch. We've poured a huge amount of effort into making this the most polished and complete experience possible. And I've got to say,
that sounds amazing.
having played the game once through, it was already a major and complete experience in my opinion. Did it lack some polish in areas? Yeah.
Yeah, the breast face
was not a problem for me, but the fact that they are polishing it still is a great sign. The
That's
DLC
good.
update includes 80 fully voiced NPCs with 8,000 new dialogue lines, 30 new quests and minigames, 30 new weapons and armors.
Oh yeah, that would be amazing. You see Fallout, this is how you do an update. This is how you do a DLC. 30 new weapons and armors. 30 new quests and minigames. I mean, let's not think there are 30 of that and 30 of that combined, I assume, because it would be too ridiculous. 70 new random encounters.
Random encounters, new animal companion and player home, new content for early faction introductions, thousands of bug fixes and improvements. This release significantly enhances the stability, content and overall player experience, addressing much of the feedback we've received since launch. We're also unveiling a brand new custom launcher designed to simplify the installation process.
Oh yeah, that would be amazing.
With the Overwolf system. This one-click solution will remove the hassle of traditional mod installs and get players into the game faster and more reliably than ever. With this new Overwolf Launcher addition to our pre-existing GOG launcher, it will allow even more players to access the mod.
And that would be amazing.
Tried this yet, but I will be doing so pretty damn soon. I didn't really have much problems installing it, but I've got quite a bit of experience doing that.
Yeah, let's see. Right here, what else are those new things?
Released the DLC. They were asking for 15,000 as the goal. They've already got past that. So, the collector's edition.
Oh,
There's a bit of an introduction story here. We've kept it simple, 5 tiers with one additional item.
I see, so this was their campaign apparently, right?
Is either something you'd find in universe or something that celebrates the mod. They're all playing.
Yeah, those are canvas bag for 150. Oh yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, that's a nice shank and twist. Yeah, I'll let you go watch the remaining of the video if you so want. Yeah, definitely go and do all of that stuff. You know what I mean. Alright, let me see what else do I have to react in here. So yeah, apparently, hold up. Yeah. Nintendo's in hot waters again. Can you guess what I'm going to watch? Yeah, let's see what's happening in here. Okay, here we go. Let me just take it all the way back and full screen. Great. Let's take the cover off. Here we go.
Finally learned something that we can do about the Nintendo patents that I believe are fraudulent, the ones that they are using to go after Pow World and probably a lot of other games in the future, and it is something that me and you can do. To give a little backstory, just personally backstory, back in April 25th of 2025, I started the Change.org petition, Stop the Abusive Misuse of Patent Law by Video Game Developers. At the time, I was frustrated with what was going on. I thought it was BS, I thought it was unfair, but I didn't really know what to do. And while I recognized and I admitted that a Change.org petition is essentially shouting into the void and hoping that enough people start shouting that someone will finally listen, there was nothing else that I knew of that we can do. And I resolved to find out, and I said I was going to find out more effectual things that we can do, something similar to the European Citizens Initiative, Stop Killing.
Okay, so if you have no idea what this guy is talking about, Nintendo's trying to patent, and from what I've heard, has successfully patented summons, because it's like the Pokemon getting out of the Pokeball. Yeah, so now they can copy claim the right, use the copyrighted pattern to not really sue, because they can sue. For example, Elden Ring, yeah, because they are using summons, yeah, the little bell, ding ding, it's like you're playing Pokemon, are you kidding me? And not even that, think of every single game that uses summons, like, pretty much, there's a lot of games that use summons, alright? And it's such a basic pattern, it's like, I'm not really sure they were even the ones that made it first, so they would have the right to patent it, and it's not like they can actually sue other companies on that. It's kinda what you it's kind of ridiculous, and they could definitely lose. Yeah. There's a big chance. There's a chance that they could lose the lawsuit. But what this does for the rest of the industry, for the indies, for the up and coming games, for the AA games, yeah, it limits their creativity because they don't even want to risk the going into a legal battle with Nintendo. So apparently, yeah, this guy found a way how to fight the patterns, and apparently, yeah, it's with a petition. So yeah, screaming into the void petitions. But as you just proved with what you call it, with Stop Killing Games. Petitions are not really like shouting into the void. Yeah, it's they are quite effective if we unite in the thing. Okay, let me just, here we go.
Games type thing. And I admit I dropped the ball on that. I wasn't aware. I didn't fully even know how to find a way to do that. But I did. In the course of doing some research, I found something that we can do that will actually have an effect, or actually could have an effect. It's more than just shouting into the void and hoping that someone listens. And this is directly through the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office. The U.S. Patent and Trademark Office has the Patent Trials and Appeals Board. And as part of the Patent Trials and Appeals Board, you have the ability to file an appeal on a patent. And I'm going to go over.
I see.
I'm going to link all of this in the description for you to review at your own time later if you want to. It is called an inter partes review. An inter partes review is a trial proceeding conducted at the board to review the patentability of one or more claims in a patent only on a ground that could be raised under USC Chapter 35, subsection 102 or 103. Subsection 102 is the subsection that covers.
Yeah, I'm sure the lawyers of YouTube will definitely find this intriguing and push it even further. So yeah, apparently you can do something about those fraudulent claims. Yeah, let's see what that is.
Does this exist?
Prior art.
Is this a thing that has already existed prior to
the patent?
Of the
right.
patent?
And it has.
And subsection 103 covers obviousness. Is this something that, let me get the exact wording here. I want to make sure I'm using the exact wording here. Subsection 103 is obviousness, which is essentially, is this something that someone else could have made? Someone with what they refer to, a person having ordinary skill in the art to which said subject matter pertains. So, yeah,
it's not like the secret Krabby Patty formula, okay? Like the Coca-Cola formula. Everyone can make this, okay? It's not something that they stole from you. It's not like the From Software guys who went to work at Nintendo and figure out, oh hey, look, this is the secret technology that puts summons in your video games, and he stole it. He copied it and went to From Software, and that's how we got the summons in Elden Ring. No, that's not going to happen. They saw something and maybe not even saw it, because the summons were, from what I know, you could summon other players to help you since Dark Souls 1, if not even Demon Souls. This is something basic. This has been in cartoons. I believe Digimon did it before Pokemon, right? But I don't remember that well. I definitely caught the animated series on TV when I was little, but it was too long ago for me to remember.
Someone with a basic amount of coding skill could easily figure out and
easily make.
Something with someone with a basic amount of game development skill, and this is my interpretation of it, something with someone with a basic amount of game development skill would be able to make themselves, then it is not patentable. It is just
not to okay, not to over not to, what is this? We can make it, okay? This is what I'm trying to say. We can watch YouTube tutorials about how to do things in Unity engine, in an Unreal engine, whatever. Unity, Unreal, yeah, it's not the same thing. Yeah, I believe those are free or relatively cheap, and with a month, yeah, within a month of watching tutorials and learning the engine, we can probably figure out summoning. Yeah, this is not that hard. Well, it is hard for people that it's not that hard for people that are working in the industry. It is hard for a casual guy. I just said it might take a month, maybe 3, to figure it out. From what I've seen on YouTube, people are figuring stuff out from zero way too fast now with all of those available knowledge everywhere.
Definitively not patentable. So those are the two subsections under which a inter-parts review can be filed. And then it goes on and says, and only on the basis of prior art consisting of patents or printed publications. So the prior art, and this is something I've discussed in previous videos, the prior art has to be a patent in this case. And in prior videos, I discussed how it seems like the only thing they're really reviewing in all these, in my previous video, I even show it, the only thing they review, I believe I showed it, the only thing they review is stuff that's already in the USPTO database. So if it's not a patent that already exists, they're not going to know about the prior art. So in this case, they're only allowing you to put forward patents that already exist as prior art or printed publications, because we already know that the patents don't exist. They did the searches. As far as we know, those patents don't exist. Prior to this, a lot of game companies that have done similar things, like WoW or Diablo or Ark Survival Evolved or all these other games, never filed for patents for those mechanics, because why would they? That's stupid. It's an idea. Why would you file a patent for an idea? Nintendo did, so when they did the review, those patents weren't there for them to catch. But printed public...
Actually, I think I have another video that explains why Nintendo is so incredibly aggressive with the law, right? So I'll
that we might be able to find.
Look for
we
it.
might be able to go to Game Informer articles or PC Gamer articles or any of these other printed publications that discuss these mechanics, and discuss these ideas and the fact that these are implemented in games, and submit that as prior art for an inter-parts review, and then they can use that to determine that.
So we can go in, yeah, exactly what I said. They were probably not the first to come up with summons.
Yes, these patents should never have been granted. There was prior art. We screwed up, but Nintendo never should have filed this. So hopefully that will work. But let's go on. More about the inter-parts review on the basis of printed publications. For first inventor to file patents, inter-parts review process begins with a third party, a person who is not the owner of the patent, me, you, other people that I might discuss at the end of this video, filing a petition after the later of either 1, 9 months after the grant of the patent or issuance of a reissue patent, so 9 months after the patent was granted, so that gives us a little bit of time, or if a post-grant review is instituted, the termination of the post-grant review. So if they do a post-grant review, after the termination of that review is when you can start it, whichever one comes later. These deadlines do not apply to first to invent patents. This is a first to file patent, I believe. After 2012, 2013 is, I believe, when they switched from first to invent to first to file. The patent owner may file a preliminary response to this petition. So if we do this, if I go forward or I get someone that I'm going to mention at the end of the video to help me go forward with this and file it, then the patent owner can respond. So Nintendo can respond to the petition, basically to the USPTO, and say, hey, this is why I don't think you should do this. This is what, no, please don't. How much money do we have to give you? How much money do we have to give you? I'm not saying that Nintendo bribed them. I'm making no official statement that Nintendo bribed them.
Of course.
It's a joke, guys. An inter-parts review may be instituted
For legal reasons, that's a joke. Yeah.
upon a showing that there's a reasonable likelihood that the petition...
There is a huge chance Nintendo will send him a cease and desist. Just like T-Series did with PewDiePie, and he made that, what you call it? That song in which a few lyrics were for legal reasons. That's a joke. Yeah, I think that was the chorus. Yeah, that was something.
Fail with respect to at least one claim challenge. So when you see a patent, and I've shown patents on my videos before, there's a lot of claims. As long as there is sufficient evidence that we might succeed on one of those claims, on getting one of those claims overturned based off of prior art, then we can move forward with this. If the proceeding is instituted and not dismissed, a final determination by the board will be issued within 1 year, extendable for good cause by 6 months. So
basically, we can deny all of that. We can definitely change. I've opened it, but you cannot really see. I'm opening them right now. Yeah, there is definitely something. Hold up. There's definitely something we can do about it, and yeah. Hopefully this video, the video the guy made, will get enough traction. So yeah, maybe if you can post it in some bigger streamers, Discord stuff, whatever, I'm going to do the same. Let's see here. So we have yeah, let's see. Yeah, so here is the petition, alright, that explains in the details, and it would be, as you can see, it has already 5,000 verified signatures. How many does it need? Right, I don't think it's only applicable to the people from US, right, but I would have no idea. And let's see what else. I see, it's the same thing. Yeah, I opened it twice. What is this? Oh yeah, this is the yeah, I don't know if it's with US or EU. I know the thing, the Stop Killing Games, yeah, US. It was only for Europe. Yeah, so yeah, it would definitely help future games if we stop this dead in its tracks. So yeah, I don't know what else to say about it. If you want to save future games, go promote this, put it in other people's discords or whatever. Yeah, I'll definitely. Oh man, this is getting depressing. Let me change the music right here. Here we go. Yeah, so here's the reason. Here is the reason why Nintendo is so greedy and so hell-bent on legislations and all of this legal stuff. Let's see it right here. Right, you probably recognize his voice already. If not, yeah, if not, let me introduce you. Yeah, so this is hold up a second. Okay, making some some technology voodoo right here. Some technology mambo jumbo. Yeah, so this is a legal mindset. I forgot his name. Yeah, I'm sure he'll remind me his name immediately. Right, let's see it.
Go on this interview. So it's been a long time since I've done a reaction video. This is long, and it may get to the point where I'm
it's
like,
not that
oh my
long.
God, we've had too much of this woman. I've only watched half of it. Half of it.
Right.
Is more than enough to get enough data. So there's going to be some new stuff that I'm reacting to genuinely, but I watched half of it, and I'm like, dear sweet Lord. I didn't need to watch
Dear
it.
sweet baby ink.
there was nothing that was going to redeem what I saw.
Right.
So we're gonna watch this. I have no idea who Dick Shu is, and I probably need some Tylenol Americans to do some research on Dick Shu.
By Dick Shu, he means Richard Shu. So it's probably this guy.
People give fluff interviews. They're playing for the same team with Dick Shu. So Dick Shu and Jenny.
And it's not a derogatory term. Dick is the abbreviation of Richard in English because reasons. Yeah, just go with it. It's not derogatory. Come on, it's a lawyer. This is an attorney actually. Yeah, he knows his stuff.
They're on the same team. You can tell it's not a hostile interview. This is a softball. They give a lot of signals to each other of, hey, we're on the same team. Hey, this is a friendly interview. This is not at all a hostile interview or something that's a real interview where we're asking hard questions. It's not even it's not Joe Rogan, right?
Right.
This is like
and even Joe Rogan is a bit of a softball.
Oh, a little more than that. Well, let me start by asking you, because everybody's slightly
because he wants the what you call it. He wants his guests about Joe Rogan having a pleasant interview with pretty much everyone. Yeah, he wants his guests to feel comfortable and safe and not get up and leave the interview. And after they're gone, he's free to. He's free to criticize them as much as he wants. Like he said with Kamala Harris, he is going to ask easy questions. He's going to make her feel comfortable because his intent is not really to expose it live. His intent is to let the person talk, get comfortable, and slip up, from what I'm hearing. Right, even the podcast with that archaeologist guy. Zani or whatever was his name, yeah, that was highly criticized for not going hard enough, but he kinda had to go with the punches and let the men get comfortable and talk and just let them expose themselves. So yeah, this is from what I've seen in this video, the persons in here already end up exposing themselves. So softball or not, it's a good thing. For this video because we got this guy's attention.
Why you went to law school in the first place?
Okay, this is very important.
See?
This is a coded message. She's asking, why did you go to law school? The way that they answer puts them in the pro-DEI or anti-DEI.
The way that they answer, it's a woman.
Yeah, right? Listen to her answer and listen to what motivates her. Once again, I want to be very clear. I am very against racism. I am very against anything legitimate. I think if there's a legitimate claim, bring it to court, right? Bring it to court, lock the people up. Lock the people.
It's it's ridiculous that you have to say this disclaimer every time you're going to talk about something controversial because you know you're going to get attacked. And people are going to claim this, so you already have this defense in advance. Alright, and it's so what you call it? It's so ridiculous. Like, do you even need a defense for those people that just scream bigot, racist into the void? But yeah, it's ridiculous that it has come to this point. Let me do I'll let him do the requirements.
I am very against racism.
Right.
I am very against anything legitimate. I think if there's a legitimate claim, bring it to court, right? Bring it to court. Lock the people up. Lock the people up if it's a crime, right? If it's a criminal act, go to the police, go to law enforcement. By the way, not the university, because the university honor code system is a kangaroo court. They can convict you of stuff with like almost no due process. You're not allowed a real lawyer. It's just like people's feelings. It's a bunch of kids judging you. Like it's a kangaroo court. Kangaroo court. Go to a real court.
A real court.
File a complaint. So I have severe suspicions when people are like, well, we talked to the university. Well, the university is on your side to begin with.
Well, I started the way many Asian American kids do in college, studying a handful of sciences. So I started in cellular molecular biology, and then I moved to have a concentration in computer science. And somewhere along the way, I got involved with our Asian American activist organization at the university.
Stop there. Stop
There,
there. What did she
yeah.
say? Our
Activism.
Asian American activist organization. So she called it an activist organization. That's a virtue signal. Because
Yeah.
these things are not necessarily activists. Once again, I had a very, I'll tell the story. I had a very close friend in Korea, very near and dear to me. She's an extremely intelligent woman. She's extremely capable. She's pretty based, right? Head of her sorority, head of the Asian American Society, but they just did cultural events and parties and did cool stuff and fun stuff about Asian culture. If you've lived, I live in Asia, right? I love Asia, right? I love all that stuff. That's all great, right? But she slipped in the word there, activist, right? That is not a mistake. Let me tell you.
That's
right
on
now, guys,
purpose, yeah.
That is intentional. That is very, 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 very intentional.
University of Michigan. It was called the University of Michigan Asian
Like it's a no, hey, I'm on your side kinda hint.
Coalition, and it was my
Coalition.
work with that group that actually ended up getting me over to law school. Because what happened was we had a dispute.
So her activism got her into law school. So she
Yeah.
came in as an activist. Once again, there's nothing wrong with defending against legal stuff, but once again, that's a job for law enforcement, right?
Yeah.
Report that to law enforcement. You should not be once again, report it, giving over any evidence, right? Law enforcement. Is it a crime? Right? Someone said they practiced the podcast. It's possible they submitted questions ahead of time.
University, there was an event at a fraternity where a group of our cohort went, and they experienced some racial slurs at the frat. And
Oh yeah,
our
sorry.
group-
Hello, Snoozes075 from Twitch. I was too absorbed. Yeah, how are you? I have a problem with my headphones, so I can't hear you. Can you reply me in chat? I will really appreciate it. Just don't use your headphones, my guy. Just use your phone. What can I say? Hello, how are you? Yeah.
engaged.
So they said they're not, she doesn't say what racial slur, she doesn't say what the frat was. And once again, let me remind you guys, I said this earlier, but let me say it again. One of the big things about Stop Asian Hate was they stopped that movement after people looked into the statistics. So who was it? What was it? What was said specifically, right? Now, let me be really clear. Real racism does exist. People do say racism.
Obviously.
Right? But what exactly was it? What was the context, right? Maybe it was real. But the point is she's leading with it. It's very, very, very sus.
And
So, you know she's a good person because she told you she was a good person and she fought the right fights, you know, she fought for equal rights for people, and what could be more noble than that? So, when she is suing the little guys out of their last penny and make them file for bankruptcy, just remember, she is the good person in all of this, alright? She fought for equal rights. Oh,
Finally
yeah,
learned something
Go in this interview. So it's been a long time.
here we
since-
go.
The way that they answer puts them in the pro DEI or anti DEI camp.
Yeah, I have no clue where it was.
Which is pretty based, right?
So we've watched a lot of this.
Very, once again, you have to pick these people apart. You have to pick up. Maybe it was real, but
Oh,
the
here we
point
go.
is she's leading with it.
Yeah.
so they organized a mediation between our group and the fraternity. And I remember sitting in that mediation and thinking to myself, I'm getting rings run around me at this moment. And
This is very non-specific. So she's giving. So this story is like some victim story that you'd make up in like a victim.
She's basically doing a 1vx. She is fighting everyone, every single enemy at once, okay? That's how good this person is.
book where you're just making up a victim story, because she's not giving out specifics. She's not saying anybody's name.
Yeah.
She's not saying who. She's not saying what. She's just saying, I felt like I had rings around me. She's talking about feelings. What do we focus on in the law? Facts over feelings. What are the facts here? I'm not hearing many facts. This is a very, once again, you have to pick these people apart. You have to pick up their lingo. You have to pick up what they do, right? It even looks like she's reading off of a script. If you look at her eyes, she looks like she's reading off a script. Right?
Yeah,
He also
you see?
looks like he's reading off a script as well, right? They're
Well,
not looking at
maybe
each other
more like
they're not
this.
looking at each other. Maybe it's just because it's like the Zoom call look.
Hold
It's
on,
like
let
it's
me
a-
show you. So you see how my eyes are looking above the camera in my front screen, and now how I'm looking at the screen, and here is the camera, you see? Look at the difference. So, point blank camera, behind the camera screen, in front of the camera screen, camera, you see? That's the difference. And she, from the way I see her, she kind of looks a bit up from the camera. So you'd have to think, if she's on a laptop, if she's on something, if she's on a computer screen and using a webcam, like the way I am right now. Hold up, let me show you. Right. I think, yeah, this works. So on most, what is wrong with this? Like, oh, yeah. So you can kinda see most webcams are placed on top of the monitor. So if you're looking at the person, you would look down, or at least if you are a professional, you'd look straight into the camera. But she's looking somewhere above where it could be a another screen like this with the text, you know. So a good call right there.
It's like a really cheap Zoom call. Maybe that's it. But it almost looks like she's
They're using the Nintendo 2. They're using the Nintendo 2 Discord call that they ripped off. And they are probably going to make a pattern out of that and sue Discord as well.
got like a victim script that she's reading off of.
And I don't like that feeling, and this isn't going to happen again.
I'm not gonna get my feelings hurt again.
And
Interesting,
right
interesting.
after that, I ended up chucking the science and signing up for law school.
Was that a hard decision or not too hard?
Not that hard.
Well, and
Alright.
what did you think of law school when you got there? Did you like it a lot, or were you?
Okay, at the risk of sounding like a complete tool, I loved law school.
That's okay. There are people who love law school. I think that.
I don't even
No, there aren't. Now he's lying. Well, who loves law school? What are you talking about?
think
Not
kids
okay.
today know what it means when you say I was a complete tool. I was not a complete tool, but I loved law school.
Well, so how did you kind of migrate? I mean, obviously you went to law school. I assume you didn't know exactly what kind of lawyer you wanted to be. You somehow migrated into the world of intellectual property. Tell me a little about how that happened.
Right.
What
So this is the top Nintendo lawyer, and she deals in intellectual properties.
Well, my first job was actually at a large litigation shop.
What? Stop right there. This
I'll let him
is a big
explain.
tell. This is a huge one, and this is one of the biggest problems, is that your first job as a lawyer defines you. My first job as a lawyer, like as a real lawyer, not for summer, not for everything else, right? But
You see how he's looking just down at his monitor and up at his camera. Right. Okay, enough with the technical stuff.
as a lawyer, was with helping big corporations like Universal Studios and doing
Right.
property and real estate. And that affected the way I think about things. Because in property, real estate, and with big business, you work on win-win scenarios, right? You generate win-win scenarios, you generate money. I care about money and making things profitable. I'm a transactional attorney. That's what I grew up as. That's what I grew up as from a baby lawyer to a big lawyer, right? And then I went in-house, worked with big corporations, did regulation, did compliance, did a lot of other stuff. When you start as a litigator, right? Litigation, right? It sets you in a way where your mind thinks litigate. That is the last person you want at the head of your company.
And that's exactly what we've seen so far from Nintendo.
Every company I worked for that was sane, Universal was sane. Their general counsel was fine. They're kind of based, actually. Kind of a chat. But that's at least the one I dealt with back in the day. I don't know if they changed now. But point of the matter is, they care about money first. They don't care
Right.
about litigation. They want to avoid litigation. This person, because she's from a litigation shop, that means they focus on litigation, not a full stack law firm. My law firm did a bunch of things. They did bankruptcy, they did property, they did litigation, they did all sorts of, they would do your divorce if you wanted to. They did a lot of stuff, right? That's kind of what we call full service, right? She was focused on litigation. That puts a specific mindset and makes you litigation crazy. That's the problem.
Just like
That's
they
a
are.
big problem here. Let's
A
go.
lot of insurance was involved because it was a product liability case that had gone on for years, and of course the damage that had been done had continued over several decades, and so many insurance policies responded, or arguably responded, to the incident. So I spent a good chunk of my time doing complex litigation, which is really does, in the big firms, having an experience like that teaches you the mechanics.
Yeah.
Gives you a really good foundation for the exercise of law. And of course, it's only litigation, and there's many kinds of law, but it does teach you the rigor, and it does teach you it gives you the technical skill base. So after that, after being at Heller for about 4.5 years or so, intellectual property was hot and interesting, and if you've done a fraud or contracts case, it feels very useful.
Okay. So she's into intellectual property litigation.
Yeah.
Right? Litigation. So part of what she's doing that really worries me, but she's setting herself up as I am a litigator who will sue people. What this does, what she's saying to the people out there, the DIESG people.
So basically the mindset is how can I sue people? That is the goal. Sue them and get money from them. So she is looking for reasons. She is kind of crafting those scenarios. If there are no reasons, she is crafting the scenarios like it was with the patterns.
Is to waste money of the company. So what she's
And
signaling
that's wasting money before it starts to make money.
is I am going to drain these companies' money, because all the litigation does is drain the company's money. And that's what DEI and ESG is really set up to do. It's not set up to help the company. It's actually set up to kill the company. It's like a poison pill.
Right.
Planted inside the company to kill a productive American company. When you want to kill a productive American company, a beloved company, a company like Disney that Walt raised, Walt will be ashamed of what happened today with the Disney company. You put DEI and ESG in it.
Right.
Add DEI and ESG, and it, without fail, kills the company. Once again, the company doesn't die because they get a lot of injection of capital. There's a lot of mysterious money that comes into them. For example, government money. Remember during COVID, a lot of money came in mysteriously. They got all these capital injections. That's the only way they stay up. Without that, they'd be gone, because DEI killed the productivity of those companies.
So this explains a lot of why we hear so much. Every time we hear about Nintendo, it's not really about the new games that they release. It's about the legal troubles that they are trying to inflict on other people. Right. This definitely explains what's happening in there. Why are they so ill? Why it would appear that they have so much ill will towards the gaming industry. It's not like they want this thing to grow and build from each other. It's like they want to take over and be the only one and fight everyone and sue the competition into the ground. This is what I'm getting from this video anyway. Yeah, I think here we go. I think we've done enough outrage news. So let's return to what you call it. Yeah, welcome back. We'll return to Forza shortly, but first we'll have to, I want to show you some news regarding Forza Horizon 6, and after that we'll just jump back into the game. Alright, how do I... How do I? Okay, here we go.
To Forza Horizon 6, which is still a crazy thing to be saying. In case you missed it, last week, yes, Forza Horizon 6 was officially confirmed with this short teaser trailer that the developers showcased during the Tokyo Game Show. And last week, when that trailer was shown off, I made an entire video about it, broke down all of the little details from that trailer, what it might mean for Forza Horizon 6, and jumped into some of the details that the developers gave out on that first initial day. However, after that video was posted, the developers actually went and did a bunch of interviews with a whole bunch of journalists and gaming websites and everything in between, sharing more details about Forza Horizon 6. And over the past couple of days, I've been compiling all of that information because there's some new stuff that I thought was really, really interesting. Plus, I also spotted some stuff that I haven't actually seen people talking about. So we're gonna
here it is, what to expect from Forza Horizon 6.
talk about that as well. Buckle in, this is going to be a fun video. So first and foremost, if you'd like to check out any of the things I'm going to be talking about in more detail, the developers did about 4 or 5 different interviews. I'll link to all of them in the description down below. And last little bit of housekeeping, I just need to give a massive shout out to the developer. They actually invited me to be part of their teaser trailer reaction that they did, where myself and Geet actually got to be a part of it, and I yelled, "It's real!" It's
Oh, here he is. Found him.
real? Anyway, shout out to the developers for inviting me out to that. That was pretty cool to do. Without further ado, let's jump in to Forza Horizon 6 Japan. And I think that's a great place to start this video off. So right out of the gate, yes, it is officially confirmed that Forza Horizon 6 map is going to be the biggest map the developers have ever made. Unfortunately,
And that's a good thing.
haven't given us an exact map size, but they did say it would be bigger than Forza Horizon 5's map. Just for frame of reference.
Okay, so bigger than this thing.
Around 110 square kilometers. Forza Horizon 4 was around
It was decent, right?
60 square kilometers. We don't know how big FH6 is going to be just yet, just that it's bigger.
Bigger.
110.
Okay, let's go back to that.
We don't know how big FH6 is going to be just yet, just that it's
Okay, here we go. So this is Forza Horizon 5, 4, and what exactly is this? Yeah, I have no clue. Anyway, yeah, so it will be... I mean, yeah, hopefully it will be less repetitive.
than 110. The map size is actually not the big deal though, and the developers
Right.
made that very, very clear. This time around, they're not just going for scale over everything, they're going for density. Specifically, they said, obviously depending on what area of the map you're in, there is always something around the corner. When you're driving around the streets of Tokyo, there's always something to be discovered. And on the topic of Tokyo City, the developers also confirmed that Tokyo City is going to be the biggest city they have ever
So, it takes place in Tokyo. Just get ready for a lot of ads
made
on the walls.
Forza Horizon game. Again, they didn't give actual numbers as to how big the city actually is, but if you go drive around in Forza Horizon 3,
I'm going to call it right now 0.8 scale.
Paradise, Tokyo City is going to be bigger than that. It's also going to be bigger than Edinburgh from Forza Horizon 4 as well. But again, the sheer size of the city isn't what the developers' key focus is. It's all about the density of the city, and specifically, they called out layer roads. They actually use some of the technology from Forza Horizon 5 Hot Wheels expansion,
Which we will get to eventually.
build layered roads on top of each other.
Just like this, yeah.
The FH5 Hot Wheels expansion, you'll notice how much insane verticality.
Yeah, it looks
there
like a
is.
spider web.
That is all going to be present in Tokyo City in FH6, which is really, really cool. And again, it's not just about the city itself.
You know, he's playing multiplayer.
Some of the other areas you're going to be able to drive around. For example, obviously Mount Fuji is in Forza Horizon 6, but they've also
Could it be a backdrop or you can climb that mountain? We really like to go there, you know. We really like to climb that mountain from, you know, from Skyrim.
got coastal highways, plains, rice paddies, rural mountain toge roads, and they've kind of dubbed this the triangle between toge, highway, coast, and city, and that's kind of how you drive around.
Right.
What's actually pretty cool, though, is the developers finally gave us kind of a sneak peek behind the curtains of how they choose some of the locations. And they straight up said that Japan has always been on the short list for Forza Horizon locations dating back to Forza Horizon 2. They said as soon as FH1 came out, they've basically been inundated with Japanese requests for the location, and they finally thought Forza Horizon 6 was the game where they could do it justice with the technology that Xbox has and how the engine has evolved to this point.
So they were pretty much buying for time.
So they could finally make a game that they feel proud of, and that's what they're doing with it. They actually straight up said, we can only do Japan once, so we have to do it right. The other really cool thing about Forza Horizon 6 is the developers almost 2 years ago hired a cultural consultant to work along.
You hear that, Ubisoft? That's how that's how you should do it. Should have been doing it, not hiring. Oh yeah, I'm going to hire an American expert in Japan culture. Yeah, good luck with that. How did that ended up for you, I wonder?
And advise them on everything Japan basically. This lady named, I'm gonna mispronounce this, Kyoko Yamashita. Her job is to help the developers and guide them and put them on the right path so things sound accurate and real to Japan. For example, she's helping the developers on scripts for Forza Horizon 6 when characters are going to be speaking to each other. She's helping out there. She's also helping out with the signage, the colors of Japan, the etiquette of Japan, ambient sound choices, and all of that sort of stuff. If you'd actually like...
So we're probably not going to hear the characters speak Englanese.
To learn more about her, she's got an incredible history with cars and working with some incredible car companies. She actually worked on a cool thing with Porsche recently, talking all
Okay, so this is the lady right here.
Kone Turnpike and what an incredible driving road it is. Anyways, long story short,
And apparently, yeah, she's a car enthusiast, so that's even better.
Goal is to make Japan feel as real and authentic as it possibly can be, and less like a postcard or a movie that you might see that kind of fakes things. The developers actually came out and said they want Japan to feel grounded, a lived in Japan with both the chaos of places like Tokyo City, but also the calm of the countryside and places like that, as well as throwing in all of the freedom that comes with the Horizon Festival, driving your favorite cars and supercars and drift cars and all of that sort of stuff on the open road. That's kind of the goal for Forza Horizon 6. I'm not sure if it's just me, but it definitely sounds like, reading between the lines here, that the developers kind of acknowledge some of the mistakes that they made with Forza Horizon 5, how it was almost a little bit cliche when characters were speaking, for example, in English and then would throw in a Spanish word in a sentence, and it would just kind of take you out of the moment, and it sounds like they're trying to not make that mistake for Forza Horizon 6. I guess we should also talk about some of the cars we will see come to Forza Horizon 6, and the developers kind of gave us some hints.
Okay, so yeah, I'll stop right here, and if you want, you can go check and support the creator that's providing us with the content, right? So, yeah, the cars. I imagine a lot of Japanese cars, drift cars, there will be a lot of drift culture, and those are speculations. Yeah, if you want to hear the facts, there is half more video left for the facts, but this is what I am thinking. Yeah, the drift scene and the customizing scene will definitely be a big part, because it's already a big part of the Japanese culture. Alright, so we'll definitely have that. And as for the cars, we'll definitely get the 2025 cars, a lot of electric cars, and all of the classics, of course, because people request the cars that were in the previous game follow. But yeah, I'm definitely thinking we're going to get a lot of new electric cars. And yeah, in case you don't know, I'll just tell you this. So apparently Toyota and a few other Japanese companies take requests. You can bring them your old vehicle, okay, your 1987 vehicle, your 1950s vehicle, and they will refit it with an electric engine. So they will electrify the old vehicles. So that's probably a new customization option. Not really getting rid of the manual shift gears, you know, with that happens anyway with electric cars. But you can actually swap the engine of old vehicles and make a D-class car an S1, S2 class, maybe, and even no, it won't be an X-class car. But yeah, that remains to be seen. Yeah, I'm definitely very excited about the new Forza Horizon 6 game. Not excited enough to rush them, and yeah, if they need more time, by all means, take all the time you need to deliver a flawless Polish experience. All right, don't rush it out the door. This is not, was never a good thing to rush games. Yeah. Anyway, let's jump into Forza Horizon 5 game. All right. Here we go. And the game should appear on screen whenever it's ready. Alright. And I'm going to leave you with the ambiental music of the game while I'll go to the bathroom. Alright. This is what I'm waiting for right now. Okay, so right after those introduction, the game should appear on the screen any moment. Come on now. And it doesn't. For whatever reason, I wonder. Game capture, any full screen application. This is a full screen application. Here we go. Great. I'll be right back. Yeah, hopefully that song is not copyrighted. Anyway, let's so I won't have to delete it from the initial video. Yeah, let's jump back in the game. Right, and let me up the music a little. Great, close. Here we go. Ignore the jank. So this is a new season and it ends in 6 days. That's a lot of time. Let's see, do I want to even try to do this? Volkswagen Golf reach that much kilometers in a Germany car? No. Forza Shop. Let's see what we have in here. It's a nice car. I would not want it. Yeah, so what's the event lab right here? Oh yeah, I think the event lab is restricted. Let me see. Okay, maybe... why is it so choppy? Alright, let me check the frame rate real quick. What was it? This? Alright. Oh, you can't even see it. Yeah, it's... You know, the frame rate is fine. It's a good thing that you cannot see it, yeah. Anyway. Oh, it's 29 now, yeah. Maybe I'll exit and welcome back, dude. Yeah, I feel really welcome with this incredible... Oh no, the frame rate got better. Alright. Here we go. Okay, good. So let's check this out. What have we got here? Message center. News. Great. So yeah, let's try to do the festival playlist. Just the event lab, see if it's possible. Oh, it's a restriction. Yeah, no, I'm not going to do that. Alright. Anyway, I wonder what it's called. Drift Boss presents. Okay, maybe I can find it in Creative Hub, Event Lab, Blueprints, Editor's Choice, Drift Boss. So I believe this is the track, and we can play it unrestricted now because we are not completing the requirement. Alright, I haven't started from the festival playlist where it's the what you call it, the restriction, yeah, of A class. Yeah, if the game will remain choppy, I'll definitely have to restart the game and see. Why is everything choppy? Even my recording is choppy. I wonder what's happening. Is this... hold up. Is everything alright? Let me check real quick. Alright, how do I check this? How do I check that I'm not streaming a slideshow? Hold up. Right here. Great. Yeah, it looks pretty fluid. Yeah, I don't know why Forza, for whatever reason, doesn't work well today. Okay, I'll just start the event. Yeah, it worked well so far. I don't know what's happening today. Hold up a second. Yeah, this is undoable. Right. Let me start again. Let me try that again. Okay, yeah. I'm wondering what's happening. Let me open the task manager, see what exactly is going on. Right. Okay, let's open it again. Continue. Alright. Yeah, I have no clue what's happening today. Okay, everything looks fine so far. Yeah, maybe it's fixed. What is this player's vote? Oh, this is the winner. Track day on Halloween. Yeah, good choice, guys. I honestly don't really care that much about it. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, it looks fine now. Even though there's that warning. It worked fine for so long. I don't know what's happening. Right, so where is it? Event lab, right here. Blueprints, we'll try that again. Yeah, the game definitely something wrong with it apparently. Today, out of all days. Yeah, man. It is what it is, what can I say? Yeah, I'll have to troubleshoot it live. You are not strange to this type of stuff. We do it all the time in here. Yeah, I'm definitely not proving that computers are better than consoles with this performance drop and troubleshooting. Oh man. Yeah, everything is going well so far. Okay, it's loading a little longer. I don't know what's about that, yeah. And now we're starting to lose the frames. Yeah, come on. Enough. Calm down. Okay, let's start it already. Now we're under the road for some reason. Great, let's see this. Okay, we have 60 FPS. It's playable. What just happened? Yeah, this looks stable. We're getting still 60, yeah, and here we go, 30. Yeah. At least I'm playing with with the car I chose. Yeah, so this is pretty much the event lab. Player made tracks like this. Player made tracks like this, kind of like Minecraft maps. So the players made those maps made out of small little pieces. Like, let me show you right here. For example, the road. Yeah, so this wasn't just, hey, do a copy-paste road. No, he had to place every single slab you see in here, and where the road inclines, they had to switch it up a little and maybe even double slab it sometimes. As you can see, this is what's happening here with the assets, and this thing right here, yeah, kind of breaking the immersion by showing you how the sausage is made. But yeah, it's not easy to make one of those. Yeah, it's not easy. That's what I'm trying to say. And it's amazing that people are still making them so long after the game released in 2021, I believe. But yeah, you kinda get this loyal fan base of people when your game is engaging and you have the right systems in the right places. Okay, we're getting 76, yeah, it's probably fixed whatever it was. And to be fair, event labs are not really a good judge for performance because they overload this place with objects. So this could also be the reason why I'm not getting the best frames in here, as you just saw. Oh, I'm redoing that. Yeah, so I've just hit an invisible wall right there. Yeah, that's the problem with the physics. When you use roof tiles, or I don't even know what this road is made of. Solar panels, I don't know what those things are. For a road, this is... you get a little jankiness, and it's not really the guys that made this map fault. It's not the creator's fault, it's the game's fault actually. Yeah, but sometimes the players find ways around the limitations implemented by the developers. Yeah, it's kinda... yeah, I don't like that... oh, come on! Yeah, exactly where I need to focus, that's where I'm losing the frames. Yeah, if this keeps happening in the free roam as well, if this keeps happening in free roam, I'll definitely have to do something about it. I mean, what is this? What is this? It shows, yeah, you have 45, now it shows 23 FPS. This is ridiculous. I'm supposed to drive through this part with so little FPS. Okay, so I definitely need to get out ahead. But yeah, oh man, so here I'm getting 78, yeah. I don't know what to say. I'm going to hit that car. There's no other way for me to. Yeah, no, that was awful. Can't do much about it. You can see it's visibly choppy. Much better, much better. Here we go. We'll see after this race if the problem persists in the free roam. No way. You just come out of nowhere and take my... Oh, come on, just as I was talking about. I'm not letting you in. Hold up. Just like this, just keep on straight. Here we go. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. I'm not even going to try. It is what it is. Yeah, it doesn't matter that much anyway, it's just a race. With bad performance that I can't really blame. You know, it's like blaming the controller or any... And yeah, the controller can be blamed as well. But so far the controller hasn't done too many problems. In case you're wondering what's wrong with the controller, it has stick drift on the camera, so not that big of a deal. Yeah. I fixed it with... Yeah, I'm not going to try, that was awful. I fixed it with the Steam controller setup by setting the dead zone higher, so it shouldn't have any problems. Oh, there's one more. Yeah, no, I quit. I just quit this event. And see, cancel. I'm not going to do anything. Yeah, I cannot play like this. I don't know what's wrong with it. Let me check the task manager real quick. See what's happening. Where are all of the resources allocated to the game? Yeah, that's good. Okay. Most of the resources are allocated to the game and they're not maxed out, so what's happening? Is the memory issue? Hold up. Because I just transferred a lot of... No, it's not a memory issue. I still have 818... 14 gigabytes, right? 814. Right, so what's the... What exactly is the problem? And why are those circles still moving? Oh, yeah, because I quit. Yeah, travel to Mexico. Yes. There's something definitely wrong with it. I'm getting 15 FPS in a loading screen, are you kidding me? Not that I care about the performance of the loading screen. The loading screens are way too long. Yeah, the GPU 95, 93, yeah, it's overworked for some reason.
Welcome back, dude.
Yeah, welcome back. Okay. Yeah, the GPU is maxed out. For whatever reason. Okay, let me just go to, where is it, settings right here. Graphics. Do I have to optimize something? Video. No. There isn't that button that and there's also no exit to main menu. I suppose you can do everything you can do from the main menu in here. Right. Just lower the... Oh, benchmark mode, here we go. Actually, no, I don't think I want to select that. We'll restart the game's profile to your PC's performance. Okay, so we'll just take it to medium. Okay, save, restart now. Yeah, hopefully that will improve the performance and I can play. I don't really care too much about graphics, obviously, since I have this it's actually, I don't even know how old this is. I think it has 3 years, but it already outrun its usefulness. Are you going to restart the game anytime soon, my guy? What's happening in here? Man, I hate when this happens. Usually, the thing is, usually a restart would just fix it. Yeah, restart stream. Here we go. Yeah, computer restart, but I'll have to end the live stream if that was the case. Alright. Man, this is annoying. Okay, great, let's see if it works now. Okay. Hogwarts Legacy is 80% off if any of you care about it. It's 12 euros or dollars right now. Let me see, anything else? Anything else interesting? The Witcher, right? The Witcher 3 is $6. Okay, so it should start. We'll go with any full screen application. It should start any moment now. Alright. Oh man. I just want to chill for today after the previous game crash. Right. I didn't really want to return back to Skyrim since that error made me feel like I want to avoid the game. Yeah, let's see it now. So the GPU is at 91. Alright. We'll see how the game handles. Alright, here we go. Where are we going exactly? Yeah, I have lag in... yeah, this didn't happen for how many? 5 episodes? It's happening now. Yeah, I don't know what to do about this. We'll see. We'll see if it's playable. Alright. Alright. Let me see.
In 200 meters, turn right. Turn right.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to end the live stream here and start it again when I have this thing figured out. Okay, yeah, sorry for the technical difficulties. Goodbye. I'll be back in an hour or so until this thing manages to calm down. Yeah, goodbye. Where is the button? Right here.